Hello my friends, today we're going to learn this wonderful song by Mr. Ray Davies of the Kinks. The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, listening on a sunny afternoon, and I can sell my yacht. He's taken everything I've got. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me. Well, I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, listen on a sunny afternoon in summertime, in summertime, in summertime, etc. Great song. Great songwriter, of course, Mr. Ray Davies. Right, before we start, download your free idiot-proof chord sheets here, which you'll find on the blue link below this particular video. If you can't see it straight away, click more, because it's usually, you know, if my blurb goes on a bit, it's hidden under the blurb, so just press more and you'll find it, okay? It's all free. So we'll have the riff here. I'll explain in a minute what we're going to do. Riff here, chords there. It's dead easy, this. Don't run away when you look at some of these what look quite unusual shapes for those people who are starting off. I've got a few cheats in there that we can simplify if necessary, right? So don't panic. It's a Wednesday lesson. Wednesday lessons are easier than the Saturday lessons as a rule, so you know, don't run away, please, just stick with it. Thanks for the donations to the channel. I really appreciate them. They pay for the tea and the coffee. More important than that though, please click that thumb, because that helps the channel more, gets more people to view it, all right? And I want more people to play guitar, so please click that thumbs up, or better still, even better than that, subscribe if you haven't done so, or get your friends to subscribe, because we have a lot of fun. And as I say, it's all free, okay? Donations very welcome, thank you. Right, so let's have a little look at this riff, shall we? Now I'm playing it the way Ray Davies plays it. Okay, there are I've seen a couple of versions of this online that simplify it a bit, but simplifying stuff is fine as long as it sounds like it's supposed to, as in the record. Okay, so let's look at how he does it, and then I'll show you a few little cheats for those people who may have trouble with a couple of the chords. All right, so we're going to start off with our D minor chord, but instead of playing it with fingers 1, 2 and 3 as we would ordinarily do, don't forget everything's written here, so you can't go wrong. If I'm talking and you think, oh, I've missed that, just download this, and as I'm talking you can follow this. These are the chords that we're going to use in the riff here, okay? And these are the chords here that we're going to use for the rest of the song. Okay, so don't, you know, and the chord layout and the lyric layout is here as well. So you know, you won't get lost. So anything you think you've missed, don't panic, it's all there. So a D minor, we would normally play 1, 2 and 3. In this instance, we're going to use fingers 1, 2 and 4. So our little finger's going to play the second string at the 3rd fret, keeping our 3rd finger free, because we need that to play the riff. Okay, so we're going to put our pluck on top of the 4th string, and we're going to come down quite hard twice, and we're going to try and mute the strings as we do it when we come back. Okay, now you'll notice when I come back, my pluck, I'm not sort of guessing where the pluck's going to land. I'm deliberately placing it back on top of the string that I want to play. So see the way I'm putting it back in? So we've got 2 beats there. Go back to the diagram, you'll see there's our shape. This is the arrow that indicates where our plectrum will come down from, and these are the beats that I want you to play. Bam, bam, and similarly with the rest of them. Okay, it's that easy. I try to keep things easy because I'm not a complicated person. All right, so here we are. Let's start again from the 4th string. Now that 3rd finger that we've saved is now going to play the 5th string at the 3rd fret. Don't worry if it touches the 4th string. It's supposed to, because we want to mute that. Now, for those people who watched my last lesson, it was all about muting strings. So if you're not seeing it, go and have a look at that. So this is what we want to hear. 5th string, a muted 4th, and then the other 3 strings. Okay, so we've got this up to now. We add this finger, come down now from the 5th string. When we've done that, we remove our 3rd finger and we bring our 2nd finger up to play the 5th string now. Again, muting the 4th. How do we do that? Well, we just allow our finger to just droop slightly, thus deadening the string. Look at that other video, tells you all about it. Okay, 2 beats on there. So we have this. Now we have to bring our 1st finger up for this next chord to the 5th string. We leave our little finger on here. Now I don't like it when the 1st string rings here because we haven't got a finger on it. So I tend to sort of put my little finger on there just to kill it. So again, we're muting the 4th with this 1st finger. So we're hearing this. I try to avoid this note. It's not bad if you hit it. Ray Davies sometimes hits it, but I just think it sounds better if you don't. Now, if you find it awkward to do that, how can we avoid that 1st string? If you find it restrictive to do this, well, when you're playing the chord, instead of coming straight down like this, come away, so you don't actually get to the 1st string. All right. So we've got this. This is the first part of the intro. And you'll see it written on the on the shapes, under the shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to play an A. Now I've got a substitute for this in a minute for those people who may struggle with this. You shouldn't, but if you do, I've got an alternative way of doing it. Excuse me, this is the way Ray plays it. 1st finger across 4 strings. We don't want to play the 1st string. Again, we need to mute it by doing this. We come down again, this time from the 5th string. We know that because there's an arrow above the 5th string. And then we add our 2nd finger to the bass string of the 3rd fret, muting the 5th now. How do we do that? The way we just let it lie across, as I explained again in the other video. It's worth watching that one. So we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the bit that may be tricky. Bring your thumb over the bass string at the 1st fret and you want to play it. Okay, this is how he plays it. I don't really like it this way, but I'm going to be a purist and I'm going to show you how he does it. And then to finally we take this thumb off and we play an A chord but with the E bass string. Now the other way of doing it, which I sort of prefer, is instead of playing an A like this, play an A7th, okay, with the 2nd finger on the 4th string at the 2nd fret and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string at the 2nd fret, okay? And then this frees up these 2 fingers to do stuff with. And I think this probably works better for most of you, okay? We come down from the 5th string, little finger up to the bass, again muting the 5th now. And then your 1st finger's free to play this note rather than your thumb. And then off. The difference, of course, being you're playing an A7th and not an A. However, the A7th features heavily in the rest of the song, so it's not a bad thing. Okay, so for those people, one more time, if you struggle doing it like Ray when he plays it like this. Okay, if you struggle with that, you might have a bit of arthritis or something going on, or you just can't get your thumb over the top, then we can substitute with an A7th and do exactly the same thing as far as the plex concerned. Down on the 5th, down on the 6th, down on the 6th, down on the 6th. Okay, and we'd repeat all that. So I'm going to go back to the traditional way, the way he does it. You've got the alternative now, so there's no need to be scared and run away. Just stay with it. The rest of it's great. And again, so we've done. Oops, we've done these the riff here. Okay, dum 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 dum, and then we did it all again. Now these are the chords that we'll need to play for the rest of the song. All right. So where do they go? Well, if you look at your other sheet now, once you've had a look at those chords, you'll see that the layout is here. So we've done our riff. Now each chord that you see above the lyric, and I've tried to map it out so you can't copy it up, represents one bar. What does that mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some people wonder why I've got gaps in between lines. Well, that is when you read these things in books, quite often the chord sits over the wrong words. And if you're new to guitar and you don't understand how it works and how these books are written, you know, you'll cock it up, you won't get it right. So I've tried to put the chord, well, I'm not tried to, I have done. I've put the chord shapes exactly over the lyric, so if you're singing along, you know where it goes. Okay, so each chord represents one bar. What does that mean? It means this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's a shuffle rhythm. What does that mean? Well, a straight rhythm is this, and a shuffle rhythm is more like a cowboy rhythm. It's got more of a swing to it. Okay. In fact, it's often called a swing rhythm. Shuffle, swing, same thing. So let's look at the chords. So we've got our D minor. Now we can revert to our normal D minor now for this if you want. Okay. Now when we're playing D minors, we don't want to be striking the 6th string. Go back to the muted thing that we did the other day. Have a look at that and you'll see why. So D minor, C, F. Now if you struggle with an F, try and simplify it by using use one finger to play 2 strings here and mute the bass string. It's good to get your hang of the bass of a bar chord though. You do need to learn how to play them. But you can if you as a lot of these guys in the 60s used to do, they'd play an F like this and they would use their thumb to do it. Nearly all of them did that in those days. Hendrix, the Beatles, they all used their thumb to play that root note rather than that. You know, I only realised that later on, and I wish I'd known it earlier because it's a really useful thing to be able to do. So if you can't do that bar, if you can't do the thumb over the top and play the F note there, just do this, but you must damp the bass string. I'll play the easy version. Okay, so we've got our D minor. The taxman's taken C, all my dough. F left me in my C, stately home. Now you'll see on the Lazing on a Sunny Afternoon, you've got chords written in red here. And that's to tell us that there's 2 beats on each one within the bar. And all it is, if we're just going to snatch this A part of the intro to play this particular line, the easiest way to do it, if you don't want to do that, is to just stay on the A7. Lazing on a sunny after. But if you want to play it like Ray, you would do it like this: lazing on a sunny after. And it gets more choppy in that bit, as it did with the intro. Instead of going late, it's. Or we could do that A7 thing, the halfway house, where we played the A7th, which I think's better. I like that better. I think Ray would probably wish he did it that way now. And I did. It's not my idea. I saw some guy playing it like that, and I thought, you know what, that's a good idea. That's a good way of doing it. But as I say, if I did it like that straight off, people would say, Ray doesn't play it like that. So I've given you the alternative. Okay, so let's play that verse again. The taxman's taken all my dough. F left me in his stately home, lazing on a sunny after. Or the other way, lazing on a sunny after. Or the even easier way, lazing on a sunny after. What happens then? We go back to D minor, do the whole thing again with different lyrics. Noon, and I can't sail my yacht. He's taken everything I've got. All I've got's this sunny after. Ray's way. All I've got's the sunny after. The easier way, or the even easier way. All I've got's the sunny after. Back to the D minor for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then into the chorus, which goes to D major. Now there's a little bass line you can put in this. So I've not put it on here. I'm going to tell you how to play that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so on that second D minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And on beat 2 of the second bar, 2, 3, 4. Now I try to incorporate that as part of the chord. You may find that difficult, so you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th string. For those who are a bit more, proficient, they can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, 1. And then back to D major for the save me, save me, save me from this, to G7th. Squeeze. You know where G7th is. Don't say I don't know that one. As I said to you before, it's written down here. All the chords are there, so you know what they are if you've looked at that. I'll do that again. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. C7. Big fat mama trying to break. Now all that C7th, did you notice I was doing that little alternating bass line? Which is what he does. How am I doing it? Well, there's our C7th here. That other video I did the other day is really important. If you've not watched it, I would suggest you do it before you play this, because it tells you all about this sort of stuff, about muting and bouncing notes around. Okay, so we're on our 5th string. That's our root note. We don't want to play this string here. Okay, we're on C7th. 1, 2. For the 3, 4, we bring this finger up and mute the 5th. So we get like a bass guitar effect. And it really moves the track along, okay? Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break F me, A7. Well, to D minor, I love to sit so pleasantly. D minor, live this life of. And on the word luxury, you'll see the G7th and the C7th are in red, meaning that there's 2 beats on each of those chords. Luxury. It's a bit high, that. Okay, so I'll do that again. Well, I love to live so pleasantly. Live this life of luxury. To an F. Listen on a sunny after. And on the word noon, we do the riff again. Noon. And on the word summertime, we're on a summertime. 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 And then it goes into the verse 2. Now verse 2 and verse 3 and the other verses, they're all the same chords, it's just they've got different lyrics. My girlfriend's run off with my car, gone back to her ma-and-pa, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty and all that stuff. Great lyrics as well, aren't they? So there we have it. I'm not going to do any more. Ray Davies, the Kinks, Sunny Afternoon. Look on the internet, you'll see him playing. If you go into put Sunny Afternoon live, you'll see him playing it on Jules Holland. And you'll look, and when you watch him playing it, you'll see that what he's doing is exactly as I'm showing you now. Okay, so that's the purest way of doing it. All right, there it is there, and you'll notice it says at the bottom verses 3 and 4, same as 1 and 2, and the same chorus. Now when it ends, he sort of ends it. So it lays in on and da 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 da. So it's 4 up, 5 up, he finishes it. So there we have it. Sunny Afternoon by the wonderful Ray Davies and the Kinks. Once again, thank you for the donations to the channel. On Saturday, I may do Stephanie, Lindsay Buckingham. Now, every time I put something complicated up, you lot out there, or a bunch of you, run away and think, oh, I can't do it. You must remember, I'm not going to put anything up on here that I don't think you're capable of playing. All right? These things, especially when you hear these things, they sound fast and they sound complicated. And that's, well, they only sound complicated because they're fast. But if you watch the video I'm going to do on Saturday, let's do it. I'll probably get hardly any views on it because, you know, as I've said, you'll probably think it's too hard. But I'm going to do it anyway because we can't just keep doing easier stuff. This is easy. In a way, that's easier than what we've just done. All right? And I'm going to make it easy for you to understand. And I'm going to make it easier to play. So on Saturday, let's do it. We'll do Stephanie by Lindsay Buckingham. He obviously wrote it for Stevie Nicks. It's one of its earliest guitar pieces that he recorded. He plays it live now. He plays it a lot now. Look it up. Put the live version in. Lindsay Buckingham live, Stephanie. You've seen me doing it. And trust me when I tell you, you will, with my guidance, be able to play it. And it's the sort of piece that other guitarists admire. Okay? It's a guitarist piece. If you were to play that with other players, they'll say, you know, he's good, isn't he? All right? And sometimes we need a bit of that. So let's get out of our comfort zone a bit and we'll get it done. All right? So that's going to happen on Saturday. Until then, I shall love you and leave you and share anything you like. Remember, the more people playing the guitar, the better. All right? See you next time. Bye-bye.